Hello guys, welcome back to Kinso YouTube channel. In this video you will learn how to make this beautiful French khimar, also known as Egyptian khimar. This is an Egyptian khimar cut together with the sleeve. You do not need to attach any sleeve to it, unlike the ones we have been showing you on this channel. And this particular one is trendy, like people are just making this style now. So I believe this will make your Eid, people are already preparing on what to make for Eid. So this is something you should consider making for yourself. All you need is 3.5 yards of fabric, and that is all. You are good to go, unless if you are taller than me, because my height is, I wear 57, 58. So 3.5 is actually okay for this. And even people with length 60 also use it. So this is a close view of the fabric. The fabric name is jacquard and it's actually new. So this is what we have. I folded all the 3.5 yards of the fabric, and where my hand is right there is the front of the hijab and back of hijab. So the paper I have with me here, I'll be using it to make illustration on how I folded this fabric. I folded the fabric, all the 3.5 yards of the fabric, by its length as seen. So the next thing I did was to fold the fabric by the front of hijab measurement. And this is exactly how I folded this fabric you see right here. I'll be leaving the measurements for the front of hijab measurement and the back of hijab, which I actually skipped in the tutorial. I totally forgot. So the difference between the front and the back of hijab is 6.5 inches as seen. So for you to get the exact measurements I use, all you need to do is to minus 6.5 from the whole of 3.5 inches. And you know that definitely you are adding the 6.5 to one of the end to the back of hijab, while the remaining inches is for the front of hijab. And that is exactly what is written on the screen. So on the side of the fabric here, I measured 6 inches and roll it out as seen. This is just to reduce the wideness of the fabric. So the line I rolled, I measured 18 inches on the line, which is the sleeve measurement. So for the arm allowance, I measured 11 inches. This measurement is not constant. You can decide to make yours 10 inches, 9 inches. So this is the front of hijab and back of hijab. So here I measured 3 inches for the neck width, while the neck depth I measured 4.5 inches because the fabric is quite stretchy. So I connected the measurements, and this is what I have. After doing that, I connected the neck measurement to the arm measurement as seen. If this is your first time seeing Egyptian khimar tutorial, ensure to watch our beginner tutorial, which is very, very explanatory and beginner friendly, for you to really get the concept of Egyptian khimar. So this is how to cut the Egyptian khimar neckline. The V shape is just for the front of hijab, which you can see how I cut it, and then you can now cut everything all together. So do remember to check the description box, where I'll be leaving other link to Egyptian khimar tutorial. So I connected the back of hijab measurement to the side, to the point where the front and back would meet, and cut. And that is all for the cutting. So the fabric I cut out on the side of the khimar is what I'll be using to make the pleats on the sleeve. Do remember to like this video and leave a comment, and do check the description box for other Egyptian khimar tutorial. So I'll be using one of these pieces I cut out from the shoulder side to cut the hijab cap. So the width of this cap is 6.5 while the depth is 4.5 inches. This is 4.5 by 6.5 inches. I'll be using this remaining fabric to cut a mini hijab for kids. I might upload it on this channel. So before we continue, this is just to remind you that we have our online classes that you can easily purchase and register to learn more from us. So let's get sewing. I'll be using this interlocking machine, also known as weaving machine, to make this hijab. And why I decided to show this place is to show you how we normally change the thread. You don't have to remove all the thread. You'll be giving yourself a lot of work. All you need to do is to put the thread you want to use and just tie it to the thread you have there already, and then you pull it out as seen. If you want to know how to thread this machine, do state it in the comment section. If I get up to 30 comments, I will ensure to upload a tutorial on how to operate this machine. So I started by sewing the shoulder side, which I placed the fabric right side facing each other. I sew it from the sleeve area up to the neck area. Do ensure to like this video and leave a comment, and do support this channel by watching the tutorials, the arts displayed on your screen. These are the little ways you can support this channel. And do remember to also tell your friends and loved ones about Kenso YouTube channel. I believe you have learned a lot from us, and this is just the little way you can, support and give back to us. This is exactly what you have after sewing that. So I repeated the same thing for the other side as well. And this is what we have. The next thing I did was to fold the neckline and notch the center back, and then I fixed the hijab cap by turning it to the right side. I folded it right side facing out and notched the center. So I fixed it by sewing it from the center to the other side, and I repeated the same thing from the center to the edge as well. And this is what we have after doing that. So like I always say, try to fit your hijab, like try it on to know if the neckline is intact or not before you hem the remaining side. So I tried it on and everything is intact. So all I did was to just weave the remaining down parts. And this is what we have. We are done with the face of the hijab. So now I'll be pleating the fabric I showed you guys when I was cutting on this sleeve area, from this notched part to the other part. So remember, the back of hijab is longer than the front of hijab, so I took 1 pieces each from front of hijab and back of hijab, and that is why the fabric here is longer than each other. So this is exactly what I'll be pleating on the sleeve area. I folded it wrong side facing in, and I pleated it as seen from this point to the other notched point. Do let me know in the comments if this is something you like to make for yourself, even though I believe you'd really like to make it for yourself. The fabric is very good, and you have to be very careful when purchasing yours, because there are, is it fake or adulterated ones that is actually revealing. You can see through them, but this one is very good. You can't see through it. So ensure to make your pleatings even and very neat. So I repeated the same thing for the other sleeve, for the other side as well. And for you to know, this fabric was actually really much, so I cut out the excess, and this is what I have after fixing the pleat. You can see it's very beautiful. The next thing I did was to weave the down part of the front of hijab as well as the back of hijab. So the next thing I did was to join the sides of the hijab. So I joined the sides of the hijab as seen. I repeated the same thing for the other side as well. And that is all for this tutorial. Do ensure to let me know if this is what you'll be trying and this is the beauty homemade. Do check the description box for other Egyptian khimar tutorial and the link to also purchase our online class. And do remember you can buy this jilbab from us, and these are some of our products also. Do check us out. We deliver within and outside Nigeria and we are good at what we do. Thank you for watching. See you in the next video.